What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome to Automotive Life. My name is Lucky, and today we're in beautiful Cancun, Mexico on vacation, and I wanted to talk about, is Turo worth it for 2023? Now, there are some good things and some bad things which we're going to discuss in this video. But before I get into it, give you a huge favor, if you enjoy the content, please gently squeeze the like button. I truly appreciate it. It means a lot. It shows that you guys enjoy the content, and all this hard work just doesn't go basically sight unseen. Anyways, I want to go ahead and let's get into it because this is going to be a very important video. There's a lot of people out there that still have Turo fleets that are wondering what the market is. I've heard some good things, some bad things, and we'll discuss it all. Let's get into it. Now, it's been a few months since I made a Turo update video, and what we've seen back then and today is what we've been going over. Prices are steadily declining month over month. You know, back in the day during the pandemic, so many people decided to jump onto the platform because it was very easy money. They were stuck at home, they weren't working, and they could put their cars to work and making extra money. At that time, Hertz, Enterprise, Buzzet were shut down, so it raised the prices. Also, a lot of the rental car companies could not get new cars, so once they defleeted, they didn't have enough vehicles to keep up with the current pent-up demand. So little by little, prices rose steadily, and all of a sudden we saw the birth and the rise of Turo businesses. About 2 years ago, you guys can totally recognize this, there was about 20 channels just like mine that were talking about the rental car business, but I was talking more about the rental car business, not the Turo rental car business. And so a lot of them, as you guys can see, have either pivoted or completely died because the money is simply not there. Now, that's not to say that there are a lot of selective owners that are making a lot of money with their Turo business. So if you're one of those people, please comment in the section below. I'd love to interview a few of you guys. There's a bunch of them here in Vegas, but I don't want to use Vegas because Vegas, LA, Miami, New York, there's certain areas where we know that it's always busy, there's always to make money. I want to show people that are in just regular towns, you know, without crazy tourism, that are making successful Turo businesses. But basically what happened over the last few months is we had what's called a race to the bottom. What that means is every month prices are going down and down and people are getting more desperate. So let's say you had a 2020 Toyota Camry and you're renting it for $50 a day. You said, I need to make $20 a day to put towards my payment, $15 a day to pay down my loan and depreciation, and the other whatever remaining balance is my profit. Well, what's happening now is there's so many people that are desperate, that don't have money, that are not still working, that are basically renting out their cars for, you know, fractions of a dollar. They've been actually, like, your car is 50 bucks a day, they would rent theirs for, you know, $25, $30 a day, undercutting you. And so what's happening now is Turo is pushing those cheap cars way up the platform because you got to remember, Turo does not make any money unless they rent a car. So their whole goal is to push whatever the cheapest possible car is to get rentals so they can get their commission. And what's happening is the race to the bottom has began. Little by little, people are basically lowering their prices lower and lower just to stay competitive. And unfortunately, when it comes to businesses, it's a lot harder for you because you need this certain amount of profit to be profitable, where you have people that are basically just sitting around their house that don't even care. They just want to make enough money to make their car payment so they don't have to pay it, so they don't have to go back to work, or whatever the case may be. And this is really screwing up the rental car market. On top of that, the prices of regular rental cars have totally came back. I was just in LA not too long ago and I rented a brand new Nissan Altima for $26 a day. I don't care what you say, $26 a day for a brand new car is very hard to compete when it comes to Turo. When I looked at on Turo in LA, the exact same car was going for about $55 to $60 a day. So why are most people going to go ahead and start renting Turo when it comes to, you know, getting the same affordable deals when it came to Hertz and Budget? Now, this is going to be a little bit of a controversial take, and I'll let you guys take it with a grain of salt. The reason I believe that Turo blew up so quickly is we had so many people, we call them stimulus ballers, people that didn't have credit cards, that didn't normally have disposable income, that could rent with a debit card. And so a lot of these people couldn't get cars from Hertz, Budget, Enterprise, Fox Rental, Six, all these other major companies. So they had no choice but to go to Turo because they were the only ones that would take a debit card or a checking account or even some of these prepaid cards to go ahead and actually give you your rental, so this way you could rent cars. And I believe when this happened, it made a massive jump when it came to rentals because people that traditionally couldn't get these cars, they would do cabs, taxis, and whatever else, and Ubers, decided they can rent a vehicle on their vacation while they're out for work. You know, now that most people are back to work, the economy slowed down, we're seeing real foundation cracks when it comes to Turo because people just simply can't afford to get 30, 40% taken out of the platform. Now, they've done a lot of things with businesses, like they've invited me where if I bring all my cars onto the platform, you know, they won't only charge me, I think, like 5% of rentals, but I have to use my own personal insurance. which if you guys watch my channel, you see that you never ever file a claim on your personal insurance because People will crash your cars, they will damage them, they'll do all kinds of crazy stuff to them. So you never want to use your personal insurance. The whole point of using Turo is to make it accessible and affordable for small businesses or people like yourselves that are just getting into business to see if you enjoy it. Now that's one of the things I have to recommend Turo on, because if you want to start a rental car business, if you do it the same way that I did, you're talking license, bond, insurance. You have to have 10 cars registered in your company name, not in your friend's name. You have to have a physical location. All these things cost thousands and thousands of dollars. You're looking at anywhere from 30 to 100K to start up your real legit rental car company. But with Turo, you could start with the car in your backyard and just enter it on there and get started in your business and see if you even like it. So I do have to give kudos to Turo for that, because it is very cool that they give people the affordability and the ability to actually start their business. But people that are online right now that are saying, oh, I'm a Turo guru, or I'm a Turo like entrepreneur, I take people's cars and rent them out. Don't do that. We call those people broker jokers. There's always somebody out there that will take your car, rent it out to somebody else, rack up a bunch of miles, beat the hell out of your car, but then have no liable or financial responsibility when it comes to your vehicle. And then on top of that, a lot of you guys don't know this, and I don't know why, most banks and insurances do not let you rent out your car. I went to a meeting the other week in a few different financial institutions, and they're talking about if they find out that you're Ubering, Lyfting, Turo, or Postmates, or whatever it is that's racking up so many miles on a car, they have the right to repo your vehicle and then charge you pretty much the full back pay. And that's what's currently going on right now in the market, is banks are so fat up because people are buying these cars, you know, at 1.9% interest back in the day, and just renting them out and just beating the hell out of them. I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. The rental car business doesn't make that much money. I've said it, Houston said it, if you watch Rob Ferretti, he says it all the time. We all say the same thing. The rental car business is great for a complementary business. It's not something to make a bunch of money. So every time I hear people say, oh man, I make a bunch of money on Turo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. When I buy a car with my rental car line of credit, I get 40 months. Not 60, not 72, not 84, 40 months, sometimes even less. I have to put 10 to 25% down on the vehicle, and my interest is usually, even when the economy was great and interest were low, I was still paying 10, 12%, because a commercial loan is designed for you to pay it off quickly so you're not upside down in the vehicle. What's happening now is you have people that are buying these cars at 84, 72 months, paying single-digit interest and paying the bare minimum. They don't add anything extra for depreciation, miles, none of that stuff. Half the Turo businesses I go to, I'll sit down there with a calculator, and every time we add up a mile, I'm like, this is how much your mile costs you. As you can see, you're losing $3,000 every single month. No, look at all the money I got in my pocket. I'm making a bunch of money. Most Turo operators are not making any money. You will make money for about 1 to 2 years, maybe 3 if you really stretch the budget. But once you have to defleet, which is selling your cars and getting something new, you are totally screwed, because you are so upside down in those cars, there's absolutely nothing you can do. So this is one of the reasons why I don't like Turo. We made an application with a friend of mine to show how much money you're making and losing on Turo and Uber and stuff like that. And the app was bought out and killed, because they don't want people to know that, you know, if you put in your car, your make, your miles, what your car note is, your insurance and everything else, it'll deduct your time, it'll deduct depreciation and also mileage and everything else, and you will actually be losing money on almost every single vehicle. So that's why when people tell me, oh, I'm a rental car millionaire, I do all this stuff, most of these guys you see, they don't own a single car, they're in somebody else's name, they don't have any lines of credit, and they don't have any storefront. So do not believe the hype. You know, we're coming out with all new videos and stuff like to show more about the rental car business. We're even going to do an exposed business where I'm going to go in the rental car companies and actually ask them for their license, their insurance, their bond. And I guarantee you, you guys are going to laugh. Most of the businesses, even just here in Las Vegas, don't even have licenses, which cracks me up. It's actually not that hard to get them here, but people don't know how to do it or how to get the insurance, or they don't qualify because all those cars have to be in their company's name, not their personal name, not their friend's name, not their girlfriend's name, their company's name. And a lot of these guys don't have any corporate credit, so they're just borrowing people's cars and renting them out. So anyway, stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please definitely smash the like button, also subscribe, and please, in the comment section below, if you're a Turo operator, let me know what your market's like. What do you think of Turo? How are you liking it? If you're thinking about getting in the car business, put down there, you know, what your thoughts or reservations are. If you're excited to do it, what market you're in. I definitely want to hear from you guys, because like I said, every little market is a little bit different. So if we can all share some information, hopefully we can grow together and build something amazing. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much. Like I said, I'll be back in Vegas Vegas here Friday making another video. But until then, I want to say thank you so much. Shout out from Cancun, Mexico, and we'll see you soon.